Adriano Zumbo, what are we making?
We're making brownies. Brownies was one of the first things I ever made. Like, these were just a staple because, you know, they were so easy to learn.
Why do we have an avocado for chocolate brownies?
The avocado is going to bring us a lot of texture, keep that moistness, keep it quite lush. You're not going to see it, it's just going to disappear within the chocolate. So first thing we're going to do, those beautiful eggs, throw them in the bowl. Just room temperature as well. That way you get a nice consistent mix. Just break the eggs a little bit. That way it's easier for us to mix.
Smash up the yolks. You can just do this with a fork though, right?
You can do that with a fork. I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar.
Sure.
You ready?
Yeah.
So just pop that sugar in.
Whoa. Whoa.
Go.
That just seems like a lot of sugar.
Oh. Normal sugar is like a
concern
no-go.
for you.
Concern. You can sub it. As long as it's sweet, you can just sub it for honey, brown sugar, coconut sugar.
Okay. Because look, you got to treat yourself every now and then.
You gotta feel naughty about it, you know?
I'm feeling bad. Okay. This is quite syrupy still, I guess.
That's all good. That's it. We're not going to whip it. The key thing is, you know, the brownie, we want it to be dense, so we don't want any air. All we want to do is stir it together. You know what I mean? So it's just combining the sugar and the eggs. We're just going to melt that chocolate. So the dark chocolate, we're going to put that in with the butter.
Yank. Now, is this salted or unsalted?
This is unsalted butter. In pastry, always great to use unsalted butter. You control the addition of salt yourself.
Okay, and what is the best way to melt a mixture like this?
We're going to use the microwave, but the one thing to be careful of is the power of the microwave. So what I like to do is put it for 2 minutes, give it a stir, and then go 30 seconds at a time. So we've got our chocolate, the butter's melted.
Ooh. That's strong. It's got a strong flavour. It's really nice. The butter's there.
Nice and rich.
Oh, it's so rich. Let's pour.
Work it.
So now it's got quite a thick, chocolatey look to it.
So key thing is, if those eggs were icy cold out of the fridge, this would turn into a really thick paste and it becomes a lot harder to work with.
That's so good to know, because I always keep my eggs in the fridge. I would never have thought about that.
What we're going to do now is going to cut the avocado in half. We're going to use the half without the stone. That part there you wrap, you leave the stone in, it gives the avo a little bit more life. If you want to mash it up a little bit.
Avocado is one of those things that you smash, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm mixing it with the oil, just thins the avo down a little bit, so it makes it easier to combine the rest of the mix.
What's the oil have we got here?
I'm just using vegetable oil.
Okay.
It's just flat because I don't want the flavour. You can change to olive oil, it adds a little more dimension to it.
You still get a bit of a hint.
A little bit of fruitiness, yeah. Yeah, that's enough.
Geronimo. I'm seeing little specks in the mixture, is that okay?
That's fine, they'll bake into the cake. Now, to add all the dry ingredients in.
It's really not much flour compared to wet ingredients.
Exactly.
Considering this massive bowl of juicy goodness.
It's so easy to make it gluten-free as well. You can sub that for gluten-free flour or almond meal or something. With too much powder, it sort of can clump up, so obviously put half, get it mixed through. Yeah, and then add the other half.
Lumps seem to be the enemy of baking.
It does, and if you notice that your powders are lumpy, then you should sieve it. Half a cup of cocoa, same thing, always just add in half and half again. 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
What is baking powder?
It's just a leavening agent, gives us a little bit of lift in the oven. Last thing, pinch of salt. I'm using sea salt, but you can use fine salt. To give a decent pinch in there.
I feel really bad because I have cooked brownies before and I've gone out and bought like a packet mix and I've got all this stuff in my cupboard. It's just never occurred to me that putting them all together is what made a brownie. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. Okay, so that's the batter done. What I'm going to add in now, you can sort of flip it up any way you want. So I've got some white chocolate drops. You can use dark milk. Don't have to use them at all. You can use nuts. You can use popcorn. Just using some frozen raspberries. You add a little bit of acidicness and freshness, you know, a little bit of tang. Depending on the season, you can even use fresh if you're
feeling particularly cashed up.
Yeah, and that's our brownie mix. So just got a baking dish, or you can use a cake tin or whatever you've got. Just lined it with baking paper.
How have you stuck it on?
Oh, just a little bit of oil. Makes it a lot easier to clean and get out.
All right, well, let's pour this in.
Let's do it.
Hey, hey, hey.
We've got our oven preheated, 170.
Is there any shelf we need to put on?
It's always good to put it medium to top.
Oh, you little beauty.
So let it rest for a little bit over an hour, just because I want to tip it out and then cut it. But if you wanted to eat it warm, let it sit for about 10-15 minutes and then you could dig in.
Is there a method to getting it out of the tin?
We're just going to flip it. You either put like a flat baking tray or I'm just going to use a board. Grab it from the bottom, flip it over, just lay that down. And then another board.
Can I do this one?
Yeah. Under it nice and flat with one hand.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Other hand on the top, flat like that.
Yeah.
And you got to do a complete flip.
Just a quick flip. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
flicking chalky
Woo.
everywhere.
Flipping it west side.
All right.
All I want is you.
Can I have a corner piece, please?
Yeah.
I'm a big sucker for corner pieces. Oh, look at that. Soft and moist. I could sleep on this. Oh.
I wish I had ice cream.
Dude, don't. Have you got some in the freezer?
Nah.
Seriously?
I don't.
Have you do? I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look at your freezer. You're gonna regret you said that. Your teeth just go straight through it. I never would have thought to put an avocado in. Never in my wildest dreams. You're a genius.